So
You really don't trust me.
Hi guys, I'm Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Loki and I want to start another vlog. No, just stay and do this with me. Can you do that? He doesn't want to do that. It's been like a week, I think, since I finished my last vlog. Maybe not even that long. I'm not sure. The days are running together at this point, and I've tried to start another vlog several times now, but it's never come to be anything. So fingers crossed it actually works this time. But today is April 30th, so it's the last day of April, which means it's the last day of Aussie April, and the last book that I had decided to pick up was See What I've Done by Sarah Schmidt. Oh, watch out for the Loki butt. Don't knock that over. Which is by an Australian author. This is a fictionalized retelling of the Lizzie Borden trial and story. For those of you who may not know, Lizzie Borden was an American woman in the late 1800s who was put on trial for killing her father and stepmother with an axe, brutally. And this is kind of Schmidt's version or interpretation of what may or may not have happened. This is obviously absolutely fictional. I am about a third of the way finished. I'm just over 200 pages from the ending, and I would really love to finish that today. There that phrase is again. I'd love to finish this book today. But this book is eerie and it's creepy. And if you like unreliable narrators, excuse me, Lizzie Borden is for you. She's one of our 4 main point of view characters. The other 3 are the Borden family maid, the eldest Borden sister, Emma, and then a stranger named Benjamin. But this book is creepy, in a good way, if that's possible. And I don't usually do creepy, so something to be said. So let's see if I can do what I want to do and get this book finished before I go to bed tonight. And that way I will have finished 3 books for Aussie April, which might be an Aussie April read or record for me. I think this is only the 2nd year it's happened, so that's not saying a whole lot, but you know, what have you. But great writing also. So we're gonna try and get that finished, and Loki's perched above you guys, and then we're just gonna spend the weekend reading, because today is Thursday night and Aaron doesn't work on Fridays, so we have the rest of the weekend to hang out and read and do stuff, and we'll bring you along. Managed to finish See What I Have Done last night with 8 minutes to spare before it turned into May. So 3 Aussie April reads. I'm very, very happy with that, since I kind of came in on the tail end of, or not the tail end, but I didn't have any like hard set plans for Aussie April. So this book was disturbing. So very disturbing and stifling, and it takes place in August, and it's like humid and hot and claustrophobic. This book is very claustrophobic, and if you enjoy an unreliable narrator, Lizzie is unreliable, to say the least. This was a very, very fascinating read. Like I said, disconcerting, very disconcerting, grotesque at times, not for the faint of heart at all. I did enjoy reading it though, and I'm very glad that I've read it, and I understand why it is so compelling. I mean, Lizzie Borden and that whole trial is compelling still to this day. I mean, people are still obviously engaged with that story. But I finished that, Very, very interesting reading experience. My phone is going off again. So I think the plan for the next book to read is actually a book that I started not last night, but the night before when I couldn't sleep, but I was too tripped out by this at the moment to read this at night while Aaron was asleep. So I picked up the third and final book in a romance series called Sin and Sensibility. I read the first one, A Good Day to Marry a Duke, earlier this year, and then just finished a few days ago the second book in the series. And when I couldn't sleep, read half of the third one, which I checked out as an ebook from the library. So I will probably just get that finished since today is the first, obviously, because yesterday was the last day of April. Get that finished and then figure out a fairly quick read so that I can get started on my first book for Quarantine-a-thon. That's the plan. Aaron and I are doing some grocery shopping today and have another errand to run. And then I think we'll just be home hanging out. So some reading will definitely get done today as the house is mostly clean and taken care of, although I do have to do laundry. I do gotta do that. But yeah. Just a quick check-in. If you guys have read this, let me know your thoughts. This was so fascinating. This would be a great, like, book club read because there is a lot to unpack in this story, which reads very quickly. I feel like I need to say that, like, reads very quickly. And I don't know if that's because we have 4 different point of view characters, so you're getting different things all the time. Not sure, but happy to have read it. A good summer read, like I said, because it's hot and stifling and makes you feel all jittery. But I will stop rambling and we can move on with our day and see what happens.
Good girl. Get it. You ready? You ready? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You a good girl. You a good girl. You such a good girl. Oh, do you want belly rubs? Are we gonna get belly rubs? Oh yeah. You're so good. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Please excuse my tea kettle. I'm warming up some water, but I haven't updated you guys for several days because I've just really frankly done nothing. This weekend I accomplished nothing, absolutely nothing, and didn't do anything, so there was nothing to film, and I was just really lazy about it, if I'm being really honest. But I did manage to finish Anyone But a Duke, which was a romance novel that I had started on an ebook that I checked out from the library. This was the third book in the Sin and Sensibility series by Bettina Cron, and I think it's the final one. Really enjoyed it. As far as a historical romance read goes, I think it's worth your time. But I did, when I finished that, pick up The Widow of the South by Robert Hicks. This is my week 1 prompt choice, book of choice, I phrased that weird, for the Quarantine-a-thon, which was to read a book about hard times. And this book takes place during the American Civil War. This is based on true events, I believe. It's about the Battle of Franklin, which happened in Tennessee, near the plantation of Carrie McGavick, who's our main character. And her house is chosen as the place that they will use as a hospital after this battle. A lot of different perspectives so far, and I'm only 50 pages in, but I'm looking forward to it. I've been reading a lot of Civil War fiction lately. Not sure why, it's just been happening that way. But I have some videos to film today, but other than that, there's really not a whole lot to do. So hopefully we will get a nice dent in this book today, and then we'll go from there, I guess. Sound like a plan? Cool. I'll be a better vlogger and not go days without vlogging now. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Hey, babe.
Hi, yeah?
What are we gonna make?
We're gonna make some cookie dough.
Are we gonna bake it?
Nope.
We're just gonna eat it.
Yep. Cause we gonna make some cookie dough.
Cow. You need to go outside, bud. You need to go outside. Oh, yeah, you do. You sit. Good boy. Stay. Look. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Okay, so I managed to not read it all today, not a single word. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. So just got into bed and we're gonna get some reading done for real this time, because I'm still only 50 pages in. So let's read. Good night, Aaron.
Good night.
So this vlog is probably not very exciting because not a whole lot has been going on and I haven't been vlogging a ton. Today I watched my, excuse me, I have the hiccups, friend's little one again. So I got a little bit of reading done. I didn't keep reading The Widow of the South just because holding a kid and reading the physical book is not the easiest of things to do. I'm just gonna power through even though I have the hiccups right now. So I had put a hold on The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, several weeks ago from my library, and the hold came in. So I just decided to start reading that. I am, how far along am I? Let's see here. I am chapter 9. I'm on page 40. I'm 12% of the way through it. And I have to say, the stream of consciousness writing that is Leon's point of view, I don't love. I'm struggling with it a little bit. And I've read stream of consciousness before. And I usually get along with it just fine. But for some reason, like, his train of thought is really jolting to me. And I'm not loving it. But yeah, The Flat Share is a new-ish romance about these two people who share a flat, hence this flat share, and they even like share a bed, and they don't like actually meet or something. I don't know. But I did last night get about halfway through, The Widow of the South. I have to say I'm not loving it. I don't hate it, but it's been kind of boring, which I hate to say because it takes a lot for me to say that a book is boring, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know. There's been several like sentiments or scenes that I have found to be really poignant, but overall just not fantastic. I think the discussions are there, but the actual experience of the book itself, I'm not totally on board with. I don't think I'm gonna DNF it. I'm this far, I might as well finish, and I'm invested enough that I want to see how it finishes up. But there's a lot of point of views, especially in the first part, and it kind of gets confusing. And Aaron's talking to Google. So that's my check-in. If I could get this finished tonight, that would be great. About less than 200 pages, so that's not too bad. yeah, so that's my check-in. But me and my hiccups are gonna go get some reading done. Huh, babies? Millie Mae, can you say hi to everybody? How about you, Cow Cow? Oh, such a handsome boy. She's not bad about this situation. Are you, Mills? Does this don't feel good? So, last night I finished The Widow of the South. I am very conflicted about my reading experience of it, and I feel like I am still digesting it. So we're gonna let those thoughts percolate for a while before I like go into depth talking about it, because there's a lot to sort through. But it's a beautiful day, as you guys can tell. Cow Cow is enjoying his ball, and Millie's enjoying the fact that I put a blanket outside in the sun. And I think I'm gonna read. We're gonna keep reading The Flat Share just because I have it checked out, and I think it'll be a pretty quick read, like I mentioned, even though I'm not sure how I feel about it. Millie, why are you all jazzed? It's fine. And we're just gonna enjoy the nice, beautiful weather. Well, I spent a lot of time reading today and finished The Flat Share. Once I got used to Leon's point of view, I really am on board and really enjoyed the book. I thought it was very sweet, and I understand why people have been enjoying reading it and why it's just been well received. It's just fun and quirky, but it also has some depth to it that I think is really well done. And I would read another book by Beth O'Leary again. I have decided to pick up for my next book, The Taylors. That's her last name. The Lauras by Sarah Taylor. I can't think of her name right now, or her channel name. The Novel Nomad is her channel name. I cannot think of her name right now. She was chatting about this book and recommended it, and I bought it from Book Outlet. So we're gonna give this one a shot with this, using this really awesome bookmark that my mom made me because I asked her to make me some more bookmarks because I was feeling uninspired. And so it has a bat on it. And I don't know if you guys know this about me. I love bats. They're one of my favorite animals, and it says I love you more than books. So my mama knows me very well. But I think I'm gonna end this vlog here because, well, I haven't done a whole lot, and this has not been a very exciting one. So we'll just end it here and start another one tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. Loki and I appreciate it very, very much. He's very tired and ready to go to bed. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you loved it, please subscribe, and we will see you in my next video.
Happy reading!
Happy reading.